$1,299. That's for a limited time at Sleep Number stores, or you can go to sleepnumber.com/Patrick. 2 beds in one. You choose the ideal firmness. No arguing over the firmness of the mattress there. My Sleep Number setting is 75. I've upped it a little bit here.
You're flirting with 80 at this point.
Yes, I am, Todd. Sleep Number stores, or sleepnumber.com/Patrick.
It's showtime. Yeah! And now, here's a little something that you missed from the Ben Maller Show.
The size of Cam Newton's contract caught the eye of Richard Sherman, the 49ers' outspoken defensive back who has the answer to all of life's problems. Just ask him. Actually, you don't even have to ask him. He'll opine. So Cam agreed to a 1-year contract worth up to, that's a weasel term, up to 80% off, up to $7.5 million. That is the maximum value of Cam Newton's contract. In comparison, that is not very much at all. So if Cam Newton makes the full value of the deal, which would mean he would start the season in New England, put up pretty good numbers across the board, hit all of the thresholds he has to hit in his contract, that he would rank 27th in the NFL as far as money is concerned. And always one to meddle in other people's business is the aforementioned Richard Sherman, who ranted and raved. And if you didn't see this and you haven't heard about it, maybe not. Let me give you the quote here. This is from Richard Sherman. How many former league MVPs have had to sign for the minimum, asking for a friend? Just ridiculous, Sherman complained. A transcendent talent and less talented quarterbacks are getting $15 to $16 million a year. Disgusting. Close quote. That's what Sherman wrote on social media. So let us discuss the question. This is a simple one. Does Richard Sherman's gripes about Cam Newton's deal, does this make sense? Is this a logic-based argument? The answer is...
To get the rest of what Big Ben said, podcast it by searching The Ben Maller Show. And as always, you can hear The Ben Maller Show weekdays from 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Radio. This is The Odd Couple with Chris Broussard and Rob Parker.
Rob, something that shocked me, this poll that was done by CBS Sports, they chose the top 10 coaches in the NFL. At number 5, behind Belichick, Andy Reid, John Harbaugh, and Sean Payton, was Kyle Shanahan. I'm sorry, Rob. I know they got to the Super Bowl last year in San Francisco. They were 13-3. But before that, the 2 years before that, he was 10-22 in San Francisco. And I know what you're going to say. He didn't have a quarterback. But top 5, he's ahead of Mike Tomlin? He's ahead of Doug Peterson?
Kyle Shanahan is the author of 2 of the biggest collapses in Super Bowl history.
This is The Odd Couple with Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. Weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. Fox Sports Trending now.
If fans are allowed in NFL games this fall, and if you're interested in going, you may be asked to sign a COVID-19 liability waiver, according to The Athletic. While Lakers coach Frank Vogel says the team will not seek a replacement player for Dwight Howard for the season restart in Orlando, just in case Howard decides not to opt out. He hasn't made up his mind just yet. LA did sign J.R. Smith to replace Avery Bradley, who opted out. Bradley Beal of the Wizards has not yet decided whether to return or not. And Rockets forward Thabo Sefolosha did become the 6th NBA player to opt out of the restart of the season in Orlando. Soccer having a rough time. The MLS's FC Dallas has been hit hard by COVID-19. 9 players and a coach from FC Dallas have tested positive for the virus. That's according to The Athletic. Teams are already in Orlando getting set for their season start. I'm Deb Carson.
We are Fox Sports!
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
The Tony Bruno Show.
The man chosen to save American radio from its horrible future.
He didn't invent radio. He just perfected it.
Tony Bruno Show with Harry Maid.
Parental discretion is advised.
the godfather of sports radio.
It is a final.
Here is Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno.
Going not only maskless, but pantsless on this thirsty Thursday, Harry Mays. Exactly right. We are here. We are live. Local and late breaking. The station of the people, Harry. Are you excited?
I am, because I'm looking forward to this weekend.
I'm looking forward to a 9-day weekend, Harry.
9 days?
Well, it depends.
9?
9.
We know you're bad at math, but come on.
I mean, come on, man.
You know how many days we're going to take off, Harry? 4! I believe that's written in our contract.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about 3-day weekends.
Yeah.
It's all about the
3's not
weekend.
enough.
No, 3 is not enough.
No.
8's enough, though. Wasn't that a TV show?
Yeah,
8 is enough. Yes.
Back in the 70s.
That's good knowledge
Yeah.
right there. Meanwhile, we got a lot of stuff to get to today, Harry, on this thirsty Thursday, July 2nd. And we got some great friends coming on the show today.
We do.
It's Friends and Family Thursday here. You know when you go to a store, friends like IKEA does a
discount, right?
Friends and Family discount on Thursdays. So we started that. So we're bringing in a couple of friends. And they're pretty much family, Harry. Sort of like the Olive Garden.
Well, I've worked with 2 of them.
I've worked with 2 of them also.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with all 3 of them, actually.
You have?
No, I actually didn't. Not with our third guy. Ian
Okay.
Eagle, I've never worked with him. I know him, and I've been around him.
I
He's
like
one
his
of my
work.
favorite.
Yeah.
He's one of the best in the business. Ian Eagle's going to join us later on from CBS.
The Birdman.
The Birdman. Another Syracuse guy, yet we
I
still
know.
allow him on this show, Harry.
I know.
No, he's great. And we'll ask him. You know, he does the New Jersey Nets game. Is he
Right.
going to bail on like the Nets are from the NBA restart? Is the NBA going to bail? Because 9 more COVID positives, Harry.
Oh, man.
That's a total of 25 out of 351 players tested since June 23rd. Should they shut it down, Harry? I'm going to pretend like I'm every other sports talk show host in America and everybody in the sports media. I don't know, Harry. I don't know whether they should even attempt this.
Yeah.
Let's just shut it down.
Right.
Let's just shut it down, okay?
Absolutely not.
I'm afraid, Harry. I'm afraid to even watch the games. I may get
You
the
might
Rona
get COVID.
right through the TV
Right.
screen.
Your TV is so good,
It's
it'll
so ready,
transmit
yes.
disease.
My HK Ultra High Definition.
4K.
No, it's HK now.
Oh, HK?
I'm all the way up to HK.
Oh,
Come
really?
on, Harry. That 4K stuff is like so last year. What's the
Forget
matter?
smell-o-vision.
My picture's so real, if I put my hand up trying to get a rebound from one of the 76ers,
You'll
don't go
touch
to the
the
glass,
ball.
I will touch the ball and get Rona. And then I'll have to self-quarantine until the NBA season comes to a merciful end, if it ever starts. I don't know, Harry. I'm worried now. I don't
Yeah.
think we're going to have any sports. Baseball, NBA, hockey, soccer now. They got all these cases.
Baseball is supposedly 22 days and a couple of hours away.
But they are practicing today. I actually saw some video of JT Realmuto taking some cuts in the batting cage.
Yeah, I saw Bryce Harper fielding some balls, and he had Realmuto's number on, didn't he?
Did he really?
Yeah,
That's
making a statement.
That is a statement. How about going up to the GM and saying, hey, sucker, get this guy signed. He's the
Right.
best catcher in baseball.
Take some of my money and give it to him.
Exactly. How many times have we seen quarterbacks do that to try to keep their, players that are important to their team?
Right.
I'll take the cut. You defer the money later. Take some of that money and then give it to this guy so we can get a deal done. Just do the deal.
We do that on this show.
Exactly. With what money? There's no income redistribution on this show, Harry. There's no income to redistribute. You know what I'm saying?
But we could be making
fake news.
We could be making income off of our brand new Just Hit the Presses T-shirt that is now available in the shop.
There it is, Harry. It is now out. I'm low-key faded, bro.
These
Tell me
are
now that every
available.
head shop, you go to Venice Beach and you see all the Bob Marley and all the tie-dye. That's going to be the number one seller of the summer, Harry. I'm low-key faded, bro.
And it's in like a faded gray
Correct.
color,
Smoke
right?
gray.
Smoke.
It is
So
smoke
it's-
gray.
And if you listen,
It's on brand.
And it will also, you know how they sell those T-shirts that in the sun with sunlight they would change colors.
Yes,
Remember those?
yes.
Oh, I wish that did that, but this does
No,
not
this
do
one
that.
will have the added essence of marijuana.
Mm.
So when you buy it, you get a little tube of marijuana like
Oil. Yeah.
and you apply it so that when you say you're low key faded, bro, then you'll smell like you're low-key.
Ode to Mary Jane?
Yes, the old.
He's coming on at 4:20 today.
Mary
actually. Yes, Mary Jane. Mary Jane Shander.
I know how we could do that without having to give out. We just store all of the T-shirts at Eytan's house.
Exactly.
And then when they get sent out, they have it
Well, he
automatically
can't
on
smoke
there.
in the house.
Oh, well then.
We'll take it to a Dave Matthews concert and just leave it there.
Just hot box it in Eytan's car for a while.
I don't buy that Shander doesn't smoke in the house.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
His fiancée won't allow it.
He never when I was there, and I did shows there every day with him. I mean, he'd go out on the porch.
Oh,
That's impressive.
I believe it because if I were his fiancée, I would know.
Oh, trust me.
I would know.
He cannot lose this woman. Like, he outkicked the coverage by so far.
Well, like
his
said,
leg came off.
Yeah, I mean, any chick that he's going to end up with, he said he's going to outkick the coverage.
Right.
No, but this is like not just like if outkick the coverage is
Wait
like
a minute,
right
you got to
here.
get Clay Travis money now for saying that.
Yeah.
And Jason Whitlock,
If it's right here, she's like all the way up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he basically sleeps on the porch because he's smoking all the time. He's probably never even in the house.
Spends a lot of time outdoors.
But if you would like this shirt, anybody, it's
the first
it's
in your
heather
neighborhood.
gray.
Yes.
It comes in both men's and women's. It has a silhouette of it
could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
It's an unidentified NFL player.
Yeah.
How about if we just say that?
Yes, unidentified. And underneath it, in a smoke font, in a faded smoke font, is "I'm low key faded, bruh."
You did
It's
not include
awesome.
the beginning of the quote because that's too. It was like, can I hear it one more time there, Josie?
And
bro, I'm low key faded, bro.
I'm low. He goes, bro. I'm low-key faded, bro.
And, of course, on the back is the TB Channel 211 SiriusXM.
Exactly right.
It's awesome. Get it now while you can.
So there you have it. You got to be on top of stuff, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm low-key faded, bro, will be the number one most uttered thing if you were ever allowed to go out again and have fun. And not Funyuns.
Fun?
You can have those afterwards when you smoke up and wear that shirt. Beautiful. Meanwhile, and how you get that shirt, you go to TonyBrunoShow.com/shop. And then you go in there. And there's no looting or rioting in the shop because you can't enter. Even if you do enter, you can't get out. We clock the door behind you like they do in some of those banks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have like the doors. This is before COVID. There were some banks in the city here. They were so worried about robberies that you would go in and there'd be like a little foyer.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would lock the door behind you once you get in. And then lock the door in front of you until you were the only person, and then they would open it and let you in.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Some of the banks. This is way before looting and rioting became cool again, Harry. That's how crazy the thing is out there in the world of crime.
Martini Lori on the Twitch chat room just said, Miss Robin, you sound like as much of a pothead as Betty White.
Yeah, but Betty White's in her 90s. And speaking of birthdays, Harry, we got to pour one out for another legendary figure today, Harry. I didn't even know he was still around, but he's one of the iconic voices on television for 7 decades. Hugh Downs. Now, he hosted Concentration, but he was on news and television for 7 decades. He retired in 1999.
Wow.
And he's 99 years old, God bless him. Hugh Downs, of course, was on the Today Show back in the 70s, and then 21 years when 2020... Speaking of 2020, how ironic is that? In 2020, Hugh Downs, the host, along with Baba Wawa, dies on July 2nd, 2020. And as he and Baba Wawa would say at the end of the show, Harry, you remember the famous sign-off? Do we have it, John?
And that's 2020 for now. We thank you for watching.
And remember, we're in touch, so you be in touch. I'm Barbara Walters.
And I'm Hugh Downs.
And for everyone here, thank you and good night.
There you have it. That was the staple show on Friday nights, 2020.
Did her speech impediment get worse as she got older?
No, she got every big interview ever made. Now, Barbara's still alive. But Hugh Downs, 99 years old, Harry.
Yeah.
How about that?
He was born on Valentine's Day back in 1921.
Wow. That's unbelievable,
Akron,
man.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Hello. No, that's amazing.
Had a great voice.
Yeah, he was the original smooth news guy before smooth news guys were cool. Just always calm, cool, and collected. He was married to one woman who died
One
in
woman
2017.
Since
Ruth.
1944.
How
that
about
hardly
that?
ever happens anymore, especially in the entertainment industry.
Let's give him a roaring round of applause.
That's a great run.
Yes, it is.
You know? How long was 2020 on the air?
It's still on.
It's still on.
It is?
Yeah,
but
but
when
it's
did
not
it
like
start?
it started back with Hugh Downs and Barbara Walters. I believe they were the original host. And then remember who took over afterwards?
Stone Phillips? Was he part of that?
No, he was a part of it. He wasn't the host.
Oh, okay.
Ted Koppel became the
yeah.
host, if I'm not mistaken. Ted Koppel replaced Hugh Downs and Barbara Wawa. And then Barbara Wawa, her worst work was creating The View. And housewives have been suffering ever since. That train wreck went on the air. Wow.
2020 original release was June 6, 1978.
78.
And who were the first two hosts, Rob?
Um,
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I might be wrong. Like, I didn't spend hours, because this story broke right before we came on the air that Hugh Downs had passed away. So anyway, it's also, you know whose birthday it is today? Mike Jarek, our good friend Mike Jarek from Fox 29. I told him I'd set off some illegal fireworks for him this weekend in his honor. I'll go right in front of his house.
Well, he lives downtown.
I know he does. He'll be hearing the fireworks and gunshots all weekend no matter what on the 4th of July.
You know who created 2020?
Who created it?
Rune Arledge.
The ABC Sports
Yes.
producer. The guy who
Wasn't
started
he the Monday Night Football guy,
he
right?
created Monday Night Football.
How about that?
And I didn't know he created 2020.
Yeah, he created 2020.
You talk about 2020 vision, Harry. I mean, that's just incredible back in the day. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff coming up. We'll get you the latest on the Rona. We'll get you the latest on Vanilla Ice. We got more gamers in trouble, Harry.
Wait,
Did you see this?
There's late-breaking news about Vanilla Ice.
Yes, and it's not about him redoing a $7 million mansion down there in South Beach.
Right.
Vanilla Ice has been canceled, Harry.
Wow.
he does a great job, though.
Yeah, he does. Listen, if I had a $7 million home, I'd have, and if I had an unlimited budget, you ever see his HGTV show?
No, I know he had as a show, but
I don't know if he's still doing it, but he goes into millionaires' houses and then puts in like the most expensive stuff you can imagine. And they do a great job, his guys. But he was going to do a concert, Harry, in Austin, Texas.
Really?
Of all places.
Wow.
And they said no. So he is now will not be doing a medley of his own hits.
Medley? It's got one hit.
Oh, no, he's got a couple of them.
What, does he just do, like, different versions of
I don't
the
know.
same
That's
song?
a great question. I've never been to a Vanilla Ice show. Have you been to a Vanilla
No.
Ice show, Josie?
But if anybody out there listening has, I'd love to know.
not.
No, Joe C's not a Vanilla Ice guy.
Yeah.
No.
Although he stopped. What was the first line? Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Collaborate and listen. Ice in the House with a brand new edition. We may have to play Ice Ice Baby later on as a tribute to Vanilla Ice, the greatness that is.
Play that funky music.
No, well, he didn't do that. That was the
that
average
was
white
every
band.
team. Okay.
The average white
No,
band.
he used it and got sued by them. That was actually Wild Cherry.
Wild Cherry was playing. That's right.
Yeah, but he got sued by Wild Cherry for not giving proper credit for it.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Jody Mack will do us a favor. We'll talk to our good friend Jody Mack from CBS and a whole bunch more. We're just getting started. It is a throwback Thirsty Thursday with Tony, Harry, Miss Robin. The whole gang is here on SiriusXM 211 and everywhere on earth where you can listen.
All right, folks. If you are listening right now in the Twitch break, everybody on Twitch, you get to stay. Everybody that's watching elsewhere.
Next stop.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to turn you off.
No!
I know, because of the restrictions of being able to play music. So if you want to listen to the full show, you got to make the move to Twitch. It's free. It's free, for God's sakes. Just go over there, download the show on your phone, on your computer, open up the webpage, however you get there, twitch.tv/Tony Bruno Show. Super, super simple. It's free to download. It's free to follow. And as soon as you do that, then you have access to pretty much everything. You can chat with us in the chat room. You can chat with all the other Bruno familia in the chat room, and you can see that we are a family here. We rip each other. We love each other. We give advice. It's awesome, and you can listen to the full 3 hours. So make sure you make the switch to Twitch. Twitch.tv Tony Bruno Show. And unfortunately, at the end of this commercial break, we will have to turn off the other platforms that you are watching and listening to us on other than SiriusXM and Twitch TV. So do it now. We want to see you over there, and let us know if you're new. Let us know that you just logged on so that we can give you a shout out, give you some love. Got it? And please, everybody else on the Twitch chat room, welcome the newbies. Show them some love. And Tony and Harry will even talk to you. Well, maybe Harry not so much, but Tony will. Hello?
Hello? I'm listening, Robin. I'm trying to get more show stuff ready here. God damn it.
And they'll swear. They'll swear during the commercial breaks. You'll hear it all.
Patrick Reed, you fucking suck.
Harry, you have Patrick Reed again?
He 3-putted a par 3, you son of a bitch. He's only the 6th-ranked player in the fucking world.
As I said, you'll hear all sorts of
Harry,
stuff.
visibly
You'll hear
shaking.
all sorts of stuff during commercial breaks that you won't hear on regular radio.
These guys are lighting this place on fire. You can't make fucking bogeys.
Exactly right, man. You think that course is on fire, you should go a couple blocks away and see the actual city of Detroit's on fire as per usual. In fact, if you go into the in the pro shop, you can see the golf carts that have all had their tires taken off. They're up on milk crates. In the golf cart room, the golf carts are on milk crates at the Detroit Golf Club.
Okay, I still see some people that are watching on Facebook, on Periscope, and on YouTube. Just switch it over. Do it now so you don't lose out.
You can call him Jody, you can call him Macman.
Just
don't call him Knucklehead. That was also one of his bits, sorry.
Oh, and shutting you down. We love you because we don't want to miss you, but come over.